Hey folks, and thanks so much for tuning into the Earl Hall Show. On today, this is going to be what I consider to be an amazing show. We're going to be talking to all of you coaches and content creators out there about an amazing platform that you ought to be using to build your business. Look, first of all, thanks so much for tuning into the Earl Hall Show today. You can visit me at www.theearlhallshow.com. And if you want to find out everything there is to know about me, you can always go over to www.earlhall.co. One of the things that I know that content creators struggle with, course creators, coaches, to be able to market and sell their products with is a decent platform to be able to provide all of these things. Now, there are a plethora of platforms, and the one that I'm going to be talking about today, which is Kajabi, and I've got links in the description for this, is the platform that I've been using for 2 years now. We're coming up, for myself, I'm coming up on 2 years of being self-sufficient. I want to say that is 2 years ago, basically, I quit my full-time job because I had built my business to the point where I could do that. And it's been a great 2-year run, and it's looking nothing but great moving forward. And Kajabi, quite honestly, has been a big part of that. And again, I've got links in the description to that and other things that I'm going to be talking about on today. There are a lot of platforms out there for coaches and content creators to use. But when you're looking for something to use, you want to actually talk to someone or get to know someone that has used the platform before to see the ins and outs and the great things, and also, quite honestly, the trouble spots. So I can only talk about Kajabi because this is the platform that I've used for, like I said, 2 years now. And I'm coming up on this 2 years of actually on Kajabi reaching and making $100,000. In the first year of using Kajabi, I made $58,000. And so we're going into the second year, and it's just building and building and building from the courses that I've created using this platform, which makes it so easy. Now, what makes it so great? Well, there's a lot of things. It's really drag and drop. And you can even record content right in the platform. Like if you don't know how to record a video or set all that up, you can actually record your content right in Kajabi, and it will save it to your course. Now, your course may have several different sections to it. It may last one, it may just be a down and dirty one course, or it may be a series of courses with a lot of different levels and information that go into creating that course. And a lot of people that create courses, you want to start people off at the beginning and then take them all the way through to get them to the result that they're looking to get. With Kajabi, let me tell you about some of the features with this because it is amazing. So you can actually drip out content. And what does that mean if you don't know? Say someone purchases your course on today. Well, you can give them access to the first piece of material or the first pieces of content right now. And then you've got several other pieces of content that you want to drip out, meaning that on day 3, they'll get the next thing. On day 12, they'll get the next thing. Or you can just give it all at once. Doesn't matter. But here's one of the tricks that I do, or one of the tips, is when I drip out my content, I will always do what's called an assessment, where they have to fill out the assessment, and I ask them questions, basically quiz them on what they've learned. And if they can't pass the test, they can't go on to the next level. And this is important because so many times, especially if you just give people a bunch of information, they're going to want to skip around and go to the sexy pieces of content that they think are sexy, so on and so forth, without going through the things that will actually get them to the result that they need to get to. Some people just want to skip to the end, right? They just want to get to what they think is all that they need. But you as the coach knows they need more than that. That's why you created this whole course, right? So that's one of the features of Kajabi. One of the brand new features of Kajabi that literally just came out last week was an app, meaning that your course is now available to all of your course participants in an app right on their phone. They can go straight to the content they want to get to. It is super powerful because even when you post, here's the thing. When you post new pieces of content, right? It lets them know you've just posted new pieces of content. It lets them know that you've just posted a new blog. It lets them know what you've just posted out immediately. They get the ding on their phone and they can go to it. They can access it right there immediately. This is so super powerful. And I don't know any other platform that actually does this, that has an app involved with it, that's actually downloadable on the App Store for iOS and also on the Google Play Store for Android. It's there and is readily accessible. Now, what else is involved with this? It makes making or collecting money from your participants or the people that buy your course super easy. You can basically set up Kajabi with PayPal. You can set up Kajabi with, I believe it's Square or something else. But there's a couple of different payment platforms that you can use to actually accept the money. And it's right there when they hit the buy button. You're actually out of the whole equation. They purchase what it is that they want. It shows up. You get dinged or whatever that someone just purchased your course. You can set this up so super easy. When someone purchases your course, you can literally set up a email chain where on day 1, they'll get this email. Day 3, they'll get this email. You can set up all of these autoresponders for people that buy your course, for people that don't buy your course. Like if someone goes to your checkout page, but they don't buy, you can actually, the platform will actually send that person a message. Hey, about an hour ago, you looked at this, but you didn't buy. What can we help you with? You can have upsells on products. You can have downsells on products. And all of these things are drag and drop and super easy to follow when you're looking to create content and sell a course. Because as we know, look, a lot of people are taking courses today, but there are people on Kajabi that are making millions of dollars every year because they have Kajabi set up in a way that is meant to be set up and that is super easy to do. Now, what else? You can create pages on you've got to see it. You've got to click the link in the description. You can actually get, I think, 30 days free to actually go in and try it out and see if this works for you. It's not super expensive. I think it's like $56 a year or not a year, a month or something like that. But of course you can pay it out for the year. You can connect it to your Google Analytics. You can make it so that your analytics are right there and you can see it. Even though they do have analytics on Kajabi, nothing beats Google Analytics when it comes to really seeing what's happening with your website. Now, when you get Kajabi, you'll also want to get you don't have to, but you probably will want to get your own domain. Meaning, like my domain, earlhallstudio.com, stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, drearlbhall.com. All of my websites are on Kajabi, every last one of them, because I'm able to disseminate content, create courses, and sell things right there on the platform, and it's made super easy. When you go there, now let me get into some of the things that are a little tricky, because this is the trickiest part, and it seems to have gotten easier and easier over the years, but this was the thing that stumped me. And I had to figure out, but thank God they have an amazing customer service platform. They're right there for you. It's text-based. You just send them your question. Someone is there. They answer your question. This is how I've gotten over every hurdle that I've ever needed to get over, which has not been many on this platform. But when you get your own domain, you have to link it to your Kajabi site. So that can be kind of confusing, especially if you're not a techie sort of person, but tech support will walk you through that because it is something that takes a couple of hoops to jump over in order to do that. Now they have added, I think it was last month, a way to do it in one click. I've never needed to use that because all of my websites would have been there. So if you go there and you get your domain and everything, there should be a button when you're linking it up to connect it with one click, which makes it super amazing. I'm going to take a short break right now, but we're going to come back and we're going to get into more things that you're going to need to know about Kajabi. You're tuned into The Earl Hall Show. Keep it locked. Business owners that want a professional commercial created for the product or service you sell, listen up. At Earl Hall Studio LLC,
We have created commercials and voiceover for companies like HP, HUD, smartphone apps, and more. You can even hear our commercials on ABC News. Would you like an affordable commercial created in our award-winning production studio? Visit us now and get a free quote for your needs at www.earlhallstudio.com. earlhallstudio.com. Are you an author or a publisher? Do you have a professional book trailer to promote your books? A professional book trailer video can be just what you need to tell the story of your book in less than 60 seconds, just like a movie trailer. See examples and get yours today at www.probookpromo.com. probookpromo.com. Stop listening to others and start listening to the best part of you. I know, probably just like me, you have sought answers and guidance from mentors, gurus, and coaches. The problem for you has probably been that you have found some success with that approach, but nothing earth-shattering. Here's the thing. If you want a better business, a better relationship, a better life, then how can anyone else actually give that to you? Why do you think that the answers to what you want are inside of someone else? They aren't. You and only you are the key to living your best life. Get the book, Transcend: How to Truly Connect with God and Create the Life You Want by Dr. Earl B. Hall. Available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for keeping it locked right here on The Earl Hall Show. Make sure you visit the website, www.theearlhallshow.com. Find out everything there is you ever wanted to know about me by going to www.earlhall.co. I want to thank everybody for staying tuned here. We're talking about platforms for coaches, for course creators, for people that have things to sell, in particularly courses. For people to buy to help them get a result that they're looking to get. The links are in the description for this podcast that can send you right there. I've got a 30-day, I believe, free trial for the platform that I use, which is Kajabi. And what I'm going to get into now is something that you're definitely going to need to go along with Kajabi. And that's the ability to create images. And the thing that I use every day, I don't know how much you follow me, but every image that you've probably seen of me is created in Canva. And I've got a link in the description, an affiliate link, so that you can go check out Canva and see if it's going to work for you. The thing about using Canva and creating images, it's one of those things where when you are a website, a person that's putting together a website, you want to make sure that you're creating images that are conducive for that website, that makes sense. And using Canva, there's a lot of pre-made things, but it's totally customizable. And the thing with using Kajabi as your platform to create your courses is that it lets you know the exact size that you need to make each image. You will not believe how customizable Kajabi is. And if you want to see everything that I've done with Kajabi, you can go ahead and check out my websites. It's drearlbhall.com. That's one. And I'll put the links in the description as well. So you can check out what I've done with my own site for courses and selling products and things of that nature. So drearlbhall.com. There's steps-to-voiceoversuccess.com. And there is my main one, which is earlhallstudio.com. And what you'll see is how I've used Kajabi to put together the different courses that I have, the different things that I sell, and links to the different products and things that are there, along with the images that I've created and used. And once you get really adept at creating these images, and if you're afraid of this technology, please don't be. It's just something you probably don't know and understand as of yet, but it is something that is definitely learnable and that you can be a quick study of. All you have to do is dig into it. And for certain things, people say, well, I've never done this before. I'm kind of, I'm not techie. I hear that all the time. I'm not a technical type of person, or I'm a techno geek. I don't really know how to do these things. Or is a techno geek someone that really understands technology? Whatever it is, it's just something you don't know yet. but it is something that you can definitely learn in a relatively short amount of time. It just takes you digging into it. And when you compare that, you just learning how to do it as opposed to paying someone to go in and create your website, costing you thousands of dollars in many cases to do, when it is something you could actually learn how to do within less than a month. And you could get it down. Some of you less than a week with this. And all it is learning how to create courses. And here's the thing. Kajabi, the platform that we're talking about, has all of these tutorials to show you exactly step-by-step how to do these things. Canva has step-by-step tutorials to show you how to do these things. And let's say you're having trouble finding these tutorials on the site, which I don't know how you would, but each of them has YouTube channels that you can just subscribe to, go through and look at the videos that are there talking about the things that you want to learn how to do. So if you're a course creator, if you're a coach, these two things between the platform that I use for Kajabi and the image creation platform that I use, which is Canva, both links are in the description. Just click the link, start researching it, and see that you can actually start creating some things of value. And like I said, I'm approaching $100,000 in revenue on Kajabi. That's no small feat, but here's the thing. It was not that difficult to do. So go and check the links in the description. And if you need some help, just reach out. I'm here. You can always reach me at earl@earlhallstudio.com. That's my email address, earl@earlhallstudio.com. Make sure you do visit the website, www.theearlhallshow.com. Also, make sure that if you want to know anything and everything about me, visit my website at www.earlhall.co. That's earlhall.co. I love you guys so much. You already know that. And I'll see you on the next episode. You take care.